Good day everyone. The Eskom CEO Ruyter has said that the price of electricity is way too cheap. Now many of you will probably be very upset with the statement. I want you to tell me in the comments how you feel about the fact that Ruyter said that the price of electricity is too cheap. Because one thing that he should have added in there is that it is too cheap under the current circumstances that have been created by politicians dictating to Eskom policy when Eskom couldn't apply very sound technical principles based on the 1998 white paper and the requirements for Eskom to continue to supply South Africa with the electricity that it needs, especially for industry. And although homes can go off the grid, those that can afford it, that you can put in solar panels with battery backup, etc., many industries don't have the funds to go off the grid and they need Eskom. So when Ruyter says that the electricity price is way too cheap and it needs to be more expensive and Eskom needs a 32% increase, he means that is for Eskom to keep going the way it is currently. And for Eskom to replace their generating capacity by 2040, that's 30,000 megawatts that needs to be replaced in the next 18 years. It's going to take a lot more than that. And this is what the public's not being told. And once you have to force yourself to look at those figures and numbers, and like I said in the live stream, 4.5 trillion rand is what it's going to cost with the current plans they have on the table for a just transition from coal to renewable resources or green energy sources. And the South African government's been given a lot of money for us to shut down our coal-fired power stations. What is happening with that money? What is going to happen with the future promised money, the 8.5 billion US dollars? And who is going to fork out the rest of the money, the 250 billion US dollars needed for what they call a just transition? So tell me in the comments below, how do you feel about Ruyter saying that the price of electricity is way too cheap? When if politicians didn't meddle, didn't interfere, the cost of electricity should be going down. It should not be going up. And I agree there with David Lipschitz that we should have cheaper electricity if things were done properly. And this is not what happened in the end. And you need to ask yourself why. And that begs another question. Is this new Eskom board going to be able to do anything to change the current situation? These people are not technical, bar for one that has been within the Eskom generation fleets for a long time. Who is going to give them the guidance if they don't have the technical knowledge themselves? And what will they decide and what will they do? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. We are all going to be affected by this. All of you should know what I've told you to do, what I've asked you to do for yourselves. In the meantime, make sure that you have other sources of energy that you can use to sustain yourself. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please remember to share it with your friends and family.